Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we hit double digits. The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, set, hustle, hustle.
It's Young off play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He completes this one to Mingo. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Faking the handoff. Howell steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. James Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Let's go now.
From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Ready.
Throwing, Young. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and pull this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third down. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now throwing on first down here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here is Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Let's go.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey McBride, 60 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Off play action. It's Howell. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Set, ready.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Black shot. Set.
Young. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in near an extra count or 2, hoping someone comes into contact.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Young's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On the double.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. Completes it to the fullback hand.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Howell from the gun. And it is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Howell down to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Howell. And that's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Down right around the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Howell. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
52 blaster. Come on, 38. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Young. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It'll be Young again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Slide through. Ready.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, set.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Young to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if it decides.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion right is Mingo. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. A little good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, Howell to throw. Finding room at midfield. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's Howell. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw. Howell rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it up. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb to about the 35, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake. Now Young. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Young will set to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon, as he ran off the field after
there he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Throwing here, Howell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at about 30. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro, and that will tie us at 24-all. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Striker. 3-3.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's go now. Check White. Hut.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Andre Cisco there on the stop. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a 2nd and 10. Young off the bootleg. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. throwing on first down here. This one brought in by Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at a 48. Gain of just 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off play action. It's Howell. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 41 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hey, go Fury.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up third down now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Young. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Up the middle, it's Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. A give left side to Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. James Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young. Pass complete to Chubb. Still going inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He has all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Chubb is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
Young to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Ready.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Hut.
Here's Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings have just about sewn Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 16-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Third and 5. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly.